Good evening and welcome to DC Network. I am Tingley Team Hokip bringing you today's news. Today's top headlines include: case filed against Manipur Congress leader over claim no holiday on Good Festival. New ambulance handed over to Churachandpur Medical Department. 3 Facebook page admins arrested for abusive content against Manipur CM. News in details. 2 separate police cases have been filed against Manipur Congress leader Lam Tin Thang Haokip, an ex-user, for allegedly inciting communities to escalate the conflict and promoting feelings of enmity between the Meitei community and the Kuki tribes, among other allegations. The two had posted on X that the Kuki tribes' Harvest Festival Kuki has been removed from Manipur's gazetted holiday list for 2025. 2 first information reports (FIRs) filed by Manipur BJP General Secretary K. Sarat Kumar Singh said. The other FIR has been filed against an ex-user by the name Henari L. Singh. In the FIR alleged Henari L. intentionally manipulated the original one by deleting the list of some holidays, including Good Festival, giving false information to the general public. The ex-user posted that this continued operation makes it clear that separate administration is the only sole solution, Singh said in the FIR. NDTV has seen the 2 FIRs. In both the FIRs, Singh said the viral post by the Congress leader and Henari L. advocate an incite to create more chaos, escalate violence, and make the situation unmanageable in order to meet their demands. The list of general holidays for 2025 in the Manipur Gazette shows Good Festival as falling on November 1, 2025, Singh said in the FIR. Good Festival appears on serial number 28 in the 30-day list of general holidays, Singh said. The list of public holidays for 2025 has 23 days. Good Festival, along with others such as Mira Ho Chongba and Nupilan Anniversary, are not in the public holidays list for 2025. Good Festival, however, appears in the public holiday list in Manipur Gazette for 2025. Manipur's gazetted holidays list mentions 3 annexures: general holidays, restricted holidays, and public holidays. General holidays are meant for government offices, while public holidays are meant for institutions covered by the negotiable Instrument Act, such as banks. Mr. Haokip has not given a statement on the matter yet. The Kuki tribes and the Meiteis have been fighting since May 2023 over a range of issues such as land rights and political representation. While the general category Meiteis want to be included under the scheduled tribes category, the Kukis, who share ethnic ties with people in neighboring Myanmar's Chin State and Mizoram, want a separate administration carved out of Manipur, citing discrimination and unequal share of resources and power with the Meiteis. A new patient transport ambulance was handed over to the Chief Medical Officer CMO of Churachandpur, Dr. Vanlal Kungi, during a ceremony held today at the Mini Secretariat campus. The Deputy Commissioner of the district, Darun Kumar S., officiated the event and presented the keys of the much-needed vehicle to the CMO. In his speech, the Deputy Commissioner emphasized the importance of the ambulance for the medical department, particularly for the hardworking doctors in remote primary health centers (PHCs). He highlighted the necessity of a robust emergency referral transport network to ensure an effective emergency response system. I hope this will enable the medical department to provide quality services to the people, considering the medical and healthcare needs of those in remote areas, he stated. The patient transport ambulance was procured through the Boulder Area Development Program, BADBP, funded by the Ministry of Home Affairs. Several dignitaries attended the event, including the project director of DRDA, Jameson Seelal Hang Singh, Mangmin Thang Gangte AC to DC, and officers and staff from the Health Department and the Deputy Commissioner's Office. 3 individuals were arrested for allegedly posting threatening and abusive content targeting Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren and his Council of Ministers. The threats were made on a Facebook page called Manipur News Group 2024. The arrested individuals have been identified as Ningombam Dingku, 22, from Lairongthem Mayay Laikai, Malem Nganba Lay Thangbam, 21, from Kwa Kaithil Makha Thokchom Laikai, Heino Khong Nembi, and Thongam Roman, 39, from Kairak Mayay Laikai. The trial was brought before the Deputy Magistrate of Infalways, who granted police custody for 5 days, with their remand set until December 23. According to sources, the court reviewed the case and accepted the police request for custody to facilitate further investigation. The Beneficiaries Meet 2024, organized by the Rural Aid Service (RAS) in collaboration with the National Youth Climate Consortium (NYCC), brought together over 60 beneficiaries of the TDF Tribal Development Fund and Bread for the War brought Germany. The event provided a platform for beneficiaries to share their positive experience and raise grievances, while also emphasizing the importance of sustainable agricultural practices in building climate resilience. Holkumang Haukip, director of RAS, highlighted the significance of the TDF farming approach, especially the sloping agricultural land technology (SALT) method, which promotes long-term sustainable and land use. He outlined several key benefits of this approach. First, supporting landless laborers and farmers. Second, reducing migration. Third, generating income sustainably. Fourth, addressing land issues. Fifth, reducing dependence on shifting cultivation. Brice Kimnaithim, climate champion of Young India under National Youth Climate Consortium, introduced the NYCC, a youth-led initiative by the Bring Back Green Foundation, supported by UNICEF. She spoke on sustainable farming for climate resilience, emphasizing the need for agricultural practices that protect long-term environmental health, ensuring future generations can meet their needs without depleting resources. Brice also stressed the crucial role farmers play in promoting both environmental sustainability and productive farming practices. The event also featured the distribution of NYCC-sponsored certificates and diverse seats to 8 farmers and 6 villages. These were presented as part of the Payment for Ecosystem Services (PES) under the Bread for the World (BROT) Germany project titled Improve Ecosystem Governance for Resilient Local Livelihoods and Sustainable Development. The certificates and seats acknowledge the farmers' outstanding commitment to sustainable agriculture and ecosystem conservation. Notably, this was the first ever PES certification in Chorochandpur district. James Ginmintang, one of the speakers, emphasized the importance of organic fertilizers and pest control. He also underlined the need to equip farmers with scientific knowledge for improved cultivation practices. The meet concluded with an interactive session where beneficiaries had the opportunity to ask questions and express concerns, with experts providing valuable insights. The event ended with a prayer by Elder Seikhulin Chongloy. This event marked a significant step toward promoting sustainable farming practices and climate resilience within local farming communities. Inside Northeast, in support of the IDPs who are brutally affected by the ongoing crisis in the state, had decided to initiate organic farming and cultivation plans to help them stand back on their own feet. Interventions were done at Sangay University RC, Tuinom RC, KIC Tuibong RC, Saikot RC, Kananveng Tuibong RC, and El Gamnomjang RC respectively. The farm's tools handed over to the IDPs were farm water pumps, pads, machetes, and other traditional farming equipment. Pauline Lalhaukip, MLA Saikot SC, in support of Inside Northeast initiatives, will also distribute winter crop seeds. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has condemned the conduct of Congress leader Rahul Gandhi for allegedly assaulting Rajya Sabha MP from Nagaland, Phangnon Konyak, in the parliament. Singh in a post on X said, "I condemn the unacceptable and disgraceful conduct of Congress leader Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who assaulted Rajya Sabha MP from Nagaland, MS S. Phangnon, in Parliament. This behavior is an insult to the sanctity of the Parliament as an institution. I stand in solidarity with MSS Phangnon Konyak, and I urge the authorities to ensure that justice is swiftly served. Let us work towards upholding the values of respect, equality and decency in our institutions," Singh said. Earlier, BJP Rajya Sabha MP Phangnon Konyak on Thursday has alleged Gandhi of making her uncomfortable while protesting outside Parliament. LOP Rahul Gandhi came close. "I did not like it," and he started shouting, "Whatever happened today is very sad. This should not happen. We did not like the way they threatened. I have also complained to the chairman," said Konyak. Manipur and Uttar Pradesh have officially signed a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) to implement the Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat program, aimed at fostering greater interaction and mutual understanding between the people of different states and union territories. The agreement signed on Thursday focuses on promoting cultural exchange and cooperation in areas such as language learning, culture, traditions, music, tourism, cuisine, sports, and the sharing of best practices. The MOU will be effective immediately and is set to last for 3 years, with the possibility of extension for another 3 years. The agreement was formalized during an event held at Gomti Nagar in Lucknow. The Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat program is designed to strengthen the cultural fabric of India by encouraging deeper connections between its diverse regions. 7 people were burned alive and more than 35 others injured in a major fire incident on the Jaipur-Ajmer National Highway here on Friday morning after a truck loaded with a chemical collided with some other vehicles. Officials say the fire soon engulfed other vehicles on the highway, resulting in mayhem as charred bodies kept piling on the road and firefighters struggled to douse the fire and rescuers rushed to retrieve bodies stuck in vehicles. The death toll is expected to rise further, officials said. The incident also left 40 vehicles gutted, a top official said. Jaipur District Magistrate Jitendra Soni said according to preliminary information, a truck that hit the other vehicles was loaded with a chemical. He said the incident occurred in front of a petrol pump. Fire brigades are at the spot trying to bring the blaze under control. The traffic on the highway has been stopped. Giving further details, Station House Officer SHO Bhankrota Manish Gupta said the fire has engulfed several trucks. Several people with burn injuries have been rushed to the hospitals in ambulances. After the fire incident, loud explosions created an atmosphere of panic in the area. Flames and smoke were visible all around. One after the other, dozens of vehicles were engulfed by the fire. Many small and big vehicles also caught fire in the accident. Firefighters teams with about 24 fire engineers rushed to douse the fire. At the same time, many police officers, including DCP West Amit Kumar Budania and other officials from a number of police stations, also rushed to the spot. According to DCP West Amit Kumar Budania, a CNG vehicle parked near a petrol pump caught fire with a blast after colliding with a chemical-laden truck on the Ajmer Highway under the Bhankrota police station area limits. About a dozen patients have been admitted to the emergency of Sawai Mansingh Hospital for treatment. The raging fire engulfed a part of the petrol pump, resulting in chaos, Budana said. Police contingents from Bhankrota, Bidayaka, Bagru, Chitrakut, Vaisali Nagar, Karni Vihar, Kardani and other places have been deployed on the spot. Traffic on the highway has been diverted. A pipe factory on the site of the highway was also burned to ashes in the accident. The police closed the traffic on the highway. Moti Singh, a petrol pump employee, said, "This accident happened around 5 a.m. when I was calculating accounts. We had a switch on and off and suddenly we saw all the trucks were burning. There was a Naira pump in front of us and it also caught fire. We controlled the fire here using a cylinder. At that moment, as far as we could see, the fire was spreading. Many vehicles that arrived had already caught fire, but we managed to contain it at our site," he added. The incident evoked reactions from Rajasthan Chief Minister Bajanalal Sharma, who expressed grief on X. He wrote, "I am deeply saddened to hear the tragic news of civilian casualties in the gas tanker fire incident of Jaipur-Asmir National Highway. On receiving the information of the incident, I went to SMS hospital and directed the doctors to provide necessary medical facilities immediately and take proper care of the injured. The rescue work by the administration is continuing unabated. The local administration and emergency services are working with full readiness. I pray to the Lord to grant the departed souls a place in His supreme abode, strength to the bereaved families to bear this immense loss, and speedy recovery to the injured." Deputy CM Prem Chand Berwa, who also rushed to the spot, said, "It is a tragic incident. We are saddened by the death of 4 to 5 people. Around 39 people are admitted to SMS hospital. The CM has visited the hospital. I am here reviewing the incident spot." In a post on X, Ashok Gehlot, the former Chief Minister of Rajasthan, expressed his concern, stating, "The incident of fire in a petrol pump and chemical tanker on the Jaipur-Asmir National Highway is very worrying. There are reports of many people getting injured in this accident. I pray to God for the speedy recovery of all the injured." At least 6 people died and 4 others were injured after a fire broke out at a building in Sivanagar in Kathua district in Jammu and Kashmir on Wednesday morning. Among the dead, 2 were children who died of asphyxiation when a fire erupted in their house. 4 injured were hospitalized, officials said. The fire at the house filled the house with thick smoke while its occupants were sleeping. Locals noticed the fire around 2:30 a.m. and rushed to the house, officials said. The victims were shifted to the Government Medical College Hospital in Kathua, where 6, including 2 minors, were declared brought dead, they said. 10 people were brought to the hospital, 6 were brought dead, and 4 others were injured, a senior doctor at the hospital said. Preliminary investigations suggest the victims died by suffocation after inhaling the smoke, the doctor said, adding that no burn injuries were reported. Kathua GMC Principal SK Atri on Wednesday said a fire broke out in a rented house of a retired assistant matron. Out of 10 people, 6 were brought dead and 4 of them were injured. Prima facie, it seems like the cause of the death is suffocation, he added. Police are investigating the matter and the bodies will be released after the post-mortem, Atri said. IIM Calcutta has officially announced the results of the much-anticipated Common Admission Test CAT 2024, revealing that 14 students achieved a perfect score of 100 percentile. Candidates who took the exam can now view their results on the official website iimcat.sc.in by entering their application login ID and password, or they can follow the direct link provided online. Out of a total of 3,29,000 registered candidates, 2,93,000 participated in the exam, with a notable representation from engineering students and male candidates. Among the 14 students scoring 100 percentile, 13 were engineers, and the gender breakdown showed 13 males and just 1 female. Additionally, 29 candidates scored 99.99 percentile, with 25 of them from engineering and 4 from non-engineering backgrounds, predominantly male, 27 males to 2 females. Another 30 students attained a score of 99.98 percentile. The IIM's official announcement emphasized that the website is the sole authorized platform for information regarding CAT 2024, underlining the importance of assessing results through this official channel. Demographics of registered candidates: General 67.53%, NC OBC 16.91%, SC 8.51%, ST 2.25%, EWS 4.80%, PWD 0.44%. How to check IIMCAT 2024 results? First, visit the official website iimcat.sc.in. 2. Log in with your registered credentials. 3. View and download your scorecard. 4. Print a copy for future reference. Details about CAT 2024. The CAT 2024 exam took place on November 24, 2024 across 389 test centers in 170 cities and was conducted in three shifts, 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., 12:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m., and 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Each section of the test lasted 40 minutes, totaling 120 minutes. Following the release of the provisional answer key on December 3 and the final key on December 17, the objection window closed on December 5, confirming no changes to the final keys. The results are out. IIMS will soon announce shortlists for the subsequent admission rank based on CAT scores and individual institute criteria. Additionally, 86 non-IIM institutions will accept GATE 2024 scores for their management programs. Candidates are encouraged to check the registration status of their chosen institutions on the CAT website before applying. This year's CAT scores will not only be utilized by the 20 IIMs, including prestigious institutions such as IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, and IIM Calcutta, but also by 91 non-IIM institutions for admissions to their management programs. In a tragic incident, at least 35 children were killed and 6 others critically injured in a crowd crush at a fun fair in Nigeria on Wednesday, CNN reported, citing police. An Oyo State Police spokesperson said on Thursday that 8 people have been arrested for their alleged involvement in the incident at the Islamic school in Ibadan. According to police, the event's main sponsor is among those who have been arrested. The organizers of the event, identified as the Women in Need of Guidance and Support Wing, expect to host 5,000 children below the age of 13 years at the free event, where they could win prizes like scholarships, CNN reported, citing local radio station Agidigbo FM. Nigerian President Bola Tinubu offered his condolences through a statement from his spokesperson, CNN reported, citing state news agency NAN News. He also urged the Oyo state government to take necessary steps to stop a similar tragedy from to take place. The statement said, "In this moment of mourning, President Tinubu stands in solidarity with the affected families and offers prayer that the Almighty God will grant peace to the souls of those who have departed in this unfortunate event." Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde called it a very sad day. In a statement shared on Facebook, he stated, "We sympathize with the parents whose joy has suddenly been turned to mourning due to these deaths. Assuring people that action will be taken against those who were involved in the incident," Makinde stated, "I want to reassure our people that anyone directly or remotely involved in this disaster will be held accountable. Please remain calm as the security agencies investigate this unfortunate incident." Police said that the case has been transferred to the homicide section of the state's criminal investigation department. The police spokesperson stated, "The Oyo State Police Commando sympathize with all the families and loved ones affected by the tragedy and assures the good people of the state that justice will be served accordingly." In recent years, Nigeria, which has a population of over 236 million people, has witnessed several deadly crowd rushes. In February, the Nigerian Customs Services said that an unspecified number of people were trampled to death during a crowd surge as they waited for rice to be given at discounted rate at its office in Lagos, according to CNN report. According to police and security officials, many children were among 30 people killed in a crowd crush at a church event in Port Harcourt in 2022. According to CNN report, officials said that at least 4 people were killed in a crush at a political rally held by Nigeria's president in 2019. Israel's military launched deadly strikes on Houthi targets in Yemen early Thursday, just hours after the Iran-backed militant group's latest attack on Israel. 9 people were killed and 3 others injured in Israeli airstrikes on a port and oil facility near the capital Sana'a, said Nasruddin Amr, deputy head of the Houthi media office, in a post on X. Earlier, Houthi-run Al-Masirah TV said that the Israeli strikes targeted the Hejaz and Daban power stations near the capital and the Hodeidah port and Ras Isa oil facility. Israel's military said the airstrikes were retaliation for Houthi missile and drone attacks on Israel over the past year, most of which were intercepted. Israel's long hand will reach you as well, Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz said in a warning to Houthi leaders following the strikes. Whoever raises a hand against the state of Israel, his hand will be cut off. Whoever harms us will be harmed sevenfold. Tensions between Israel and the Houthis have escalated for months as Israel wages its war on Hamas in Gaza, following the Palestinian militant group's October 7 attacks, with war leaders warning of the potential for a wider Middle East conflict. Earlier Thursday, sirens were heard in central Israel after the Israeli military intercepted a missile launch from Yemen, the Israeli Defense Forces IDF said. A school was damaged and no injuries were reported, the IDF said. The Houthis later claimed they have achieved their goals in twin missile attacks on Israeli military targets in the Tel Aviv area. The Houthis have attacked Israel, its allies, and vital Red Sea shipping lines in rejection of Israel's military campaign in Gaza that has killed more than 45,000 Palestinians. The group, which controls Yemen's most populous region, said they won't stop striking Israel and its allies until a ceasefire is reached in the Palestinian enclave. In July, the Houthis claimed responsibility for a deadly drone attack in Tel Aviv, Israel's commercial center, the first such strike on the city by the group. Israel hit back the next day with deadly airstrikes on a Yemeni port, in the first such Israeli strike on Yemen, according to Israeli officers. In September, the Houthis fired a missile deep into Israel, and earlier this month they claimed to have fired a drone that hit a building in central Israel. No injuries were reported in either attack. Israel's key ally, the United States, has also struck Houthi targets in Yemen multiple times over the past year, including consecutive nights of strikes in November. Russian President Vladimir Putin conducted his annual end-of-year press conference in Moscow on Thursday, merging it with the direct line question and answer session. According to Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov, the decision to continue the events was due to Putin's busy schedule. Journalists from across Russia and foreign correspondents attended the event, which also welcomed over 2 million questions submitted by citizens through calls, tags on social media, and a dedicated website. For the first time, artificial intelligence was employed to streamline the process. Topics such as infrastructure, healthcare, housing, and Russia's military operations dominated the discussions, with foreign policy taking a lesser focus this year. Since 2001, these sessions have been a staple of Putin's presidency, offering a platform to address national issues and citizen concerns. The exception was 2022, when the event did not take place. During the event, Putin shared personal reflections when asked which deceased world leaders he would like to have tea with. He expressed admiration for former German Chancellor Helmut Kohl, ex-French President Jacques Chirac, and former Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi. Putin described Kohl as a significant figure in international politics who played a vital role in Germany's reunification. He called Chirac an encyclopedia of knowledge with strong opinions and praised Berlusconi for strengthening Russian-Italian relations. All of them made meaningful contributions to their nations and bilateral ties, Putin said, adding that they were leaders who valued their country's sovereignty and pursued independent policies. That is all for today's news, and have a pleasant evening ahead.